For my individual project, I chose the Thinking Outside the Box feature on Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger. Captain Sully successfully landed an aircraft in the Hudson River in July of 2009 after the jet hit a flock of geese that disabled both of its engines. Captain Sully did not exit the plane until he knew every passenger had exited safely. Only few were injured and no lives were lost. In 2012, Captain Francesco Schettino was navigating a cruise ship that had gotten too close to shore, hit a rock, tearing a hole in the ship, causing it to capsize. Captain Schettino failed to evacuate the ship in a timely manner and also abandoned the ship before everyone else had exited. When comparing and contrasting the two situations, it is clear one captain handled a stressful situation much more successful than the other. Captain Sully acted with courage and confidence and remained calm when he decided that he did not have time to turn the plane around and head towards the nearest airport, so he landed in the Hudson River. He remained calm and collected, not allowing his emotions to take control. He stated in an interview, "We have always practiced for emergencies that might arise. This one was so sudden and extreme, I had to suppress my natural adrenaline rush and quickly channel it and not allow it to distract me." Captain Sully had the confidence it took to save hundreds of lives because of his experience and deposits he had been making into his bank of experience. So when this situation arose, he had the confidence and experience he needed to make a successful landing and save hundreds of lives. Captain Schettino, on the other hand, acted in a much different way. He used many characteristics of resistance, which, according to our textbooks, creates anxiety and keeps people from coming up with a well-thought-out plan. Captain Schettino seemed to be in denial that there was an issue and that the ship was actually sinking, because it took him over an hour to even begin evacuating the ship. He was struggling and maybe had analysis paralysis and could not come up with a good plan. He also acted with ignorance in the fact that he had excuses for his actions and blamed others for what happened instead of being accountable himself. Discuss how the development of your critical thinking skills might make you less prone to using resistance in a stressful situation. By developing my critical thinking skills, such as my research and inquiry skills, creative problem solving, and attentive and mindfulness skills, it will make me less prone to use resistance, because each is a good characteristic of critical thinking. By gaining better insight and doing research, I will have a good understanding on a resolution for an issue or any problem that arises. By fine-tuning my creative and problem-solving skills, I can use my imagination and envision possible solutions to future problems. And by developing my attentive and mindfulness, I will be open to what is going on around me in the present moment and not be in denial. What deposits are you making into your bank of experience, education, and training that'll help you respond effectively to a stressful situation? Some of the deposits that I've been making into my account include my college education, job experience, the ability to learn from others, and counseling. I'm just about to finish my bachelor's degree in business administration and have taken many courses that teach good critical thinking skills and leadership skills, specifically this class, which has taught me a great deal about how to be a good critical thinker and the importance of being one. I've also stepped out of my comfort zone quite often in the last few years to gain better experience, and have put myself out there to be in stressful situations so that I can learn to better deal with those types of issues that arise. I took my first management leadership role about 2 years ago, and I was so nervous when I took the role. I almost backed out, but I thought, how will I ever grow as a person if I don't take this step? I gained a lot of experience in those few years, and I learned how to deal with stressful situations and learned that I can avoid them, but it's how I deal with them that is important. Now I've taken on my second leader management position, and this time around, I'm a little bit more experienced and I have a little bit more confidence due to my experience. I've remained open and I'm always willing to learn from others. I've learned throughout the years that we don't know everything, and learning from others can be very beneficial especially those in leadership and management positions. So if you have a good leader and manager, you can learn from them. You can learn from anybody and everybody around you. I've also recently put myself into counseling. Um, this was just so I could get a better understanding of myself and learn how to better control my stress levels and my emotions and use emotion and reason. Like we've learned in the book that using both is a good double-pronged tool. So that was a big step for me and a really good deposit into my account. And so I continue to do counseling to better learn about myself, my weaknesses, my strengths, and how I can just better myself altogether. Throughout this presentation, I've learned quite a bit, and it was fun for me. It was fun to learn about Captain Sully Sullenberger and Captain Schettino. It was clear that both of them handled the situation much more differently, and it was clear why they handled the situations differently. One captain, Captain Sully, had a lot more experience, and he had been practicing and learning about all of any issue that arose. And Schettino, he did the opposite, and he definitely used resistance. It was good to go back through the book and learn about resistance and what causes resistance and what we can do to avoid resistance so that we don't have anxiety and we know how to handle stressful situations. It's an important part of growing as a person. It's an important part of being a leader, which is what I want to do when I finish college. I'm in the leadership position right now, and I want to continue being a leader and being a great leader, being a servant leader. And that all comes with good critical thinking skills. Thank you.